This is Taylor Schaefer with Morgan James Publishing, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing Amanda Lera about her upcoming release, If I'm So Zen, Why Is My Hair Falling Out? So Amanda, it's so great to be able to talk with you today. Thank you for joining me for the living room edition of your book launch. And I do have a couple of questions for you, so I'd love to go ahead and dive right in.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So my first question is, what inspired you to write this book?
So I went through about a 10-year bout where I was having these like mild ailments come up one at a time. And every time I would go to the doctor to get them treated, they either couldn't diagnose them or the treatments they offered weren't working. And over time, the ailments got more and more severe. And the one that really kind of shook my world was vertigo. And same thing, it was something that I was told that there's meds, there's exercises, but nothing will cure it. And they said that I was going to have to deal with it for the rest of my life and be on meds the rest of my life. And then from there, my hair fell out. And anyone who knows me knows that my hair is my security blanket. I've worn it long my entire life, and it was always kind of like my shield from the outside world. So when it started falling out, my confidence was absolutely shattered. Same thing, I had gone to the doctors, they gave me meds, different like massages and like scalp stimulations that I could try. I did all kinds of DIY stuff. I did everything short of the scalp injections, dumped so much money into stuff that wasn't working. And after a year of doing that, another massive patch of hair fell out. And this isn't just like a little bit of thinning, like I was losing patches of hair in like golf ball sized chunks.
Oh, no.
So it was terrifying to me. And I figured at least if I could find what was causing it, then I could cure it for good. But none of my doctors, dermatologists, naturopaths could diagnose it. So I kind of had to develop my own plan. And I'm happy to say that it has now been 7 years, going on 8 years without any kind of hair loss, thinning, anything. So all of this is mine, no extensions. It's all grown back full. It's matched the length, and I haven't had any issues with hair loss ever since.
That is amazing. So that plan that you came up with, you lay it out in your book,
I
right?
do, yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing that I discovered was that our anxiety, our daily stresses, and all of our past traumas start to manifest in the physical body in very small ways. And if they're not treated, they just get bigger and bigger and bigger until we finally address them. And once I figured out what the cause of my hair loss was, I was able to reverse it for good. And the results were so much faster than any medication I was told would have been. So like by the time I figured out what was causing the patch on this side to fall out, it was 6 months before my hair had matched its length again. So now like you can't even tell where the hair went.
That is amazing. That is just great. And what do you want readers to take away from the book?
So I would definitely want readers to understand that that genetics aren't set in stone. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you're definitely going to inherit ailments that other generations in your family have had. There are ways to minimize or eliminate that possibility.
Yeah.
We definitely have more healing power than we realize, and that the brain is such a crazy, crazy tool. And we can kind of talk ourselves into ailments, but if we have the power to make ourselves sick, then we also have the power to make ourselves healthy and to fix those ailments. So the thing that I want everyone to take away is that we have the power to heal ourselves. And Western medicine is great, and it's amazing in terms of helping us maintain the symptoms, but it doesn't treat the root cause. So if you're willing to take the time to figure out what the cause of your ailment is, then it can definitely be cured for good.
Yeah, definitely. You have tried and proven methods in the book, so that's just awesome. And how do you hope to change the medical profession?
Well, I want the medical profession to put more acknowledgement on the power of mental health. Like mental health addictions still have such a huge stigma, and as much as we've grown in that field, there's still a lot lacking. And if you talk to any one of your doctors, they'll all tell you, like nobody's lying, nobody's trying to blow smoke up your ass. They'll all tell you, sorry, can I say that?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
But they'll all tell you that medications treat the symptom.
Hmm.
And that's fine. And sometimes we do need medications to treat our symptoms because sometimes our symptoms are preventing us from getting out of bed in the morning or
Yeah.
preventing us from mobility or just living our lives. So we do need to manage those symptoms, but it can't stop there. We need to figure out the cause, and
Yeah.
meds do not treat the cause, they treat the symptom. And when those meds create side effects, instead of removing those meds, they just add a new med to treat the new symptom. So now you've piled on all these meds to treat your symptom, and it gets to the point where your body isn't functioning on its own anymore. And my goal is to help people get back to allowing their body to function naturally on its own without these ailments that keep piling on top of each other.
Yeah.
But to
And it
find
can
the
be so
actual cause.
overwhelming.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So my goal is to find the cause so that we can actually find the long-term goal or
Yeah.
cure, sorry.
Yeah, definitely. I love it. That sounds amazing to me. And so, besides the book, there's so many great things, but the viewers and readers may want to connect with you more just outside of the book and anything else that you have to offer, tips and things like that. Where can the viewers at home connect with you?
Yeah, absolutely. You can find me on Facebook, Amanda Lera, Lera, or you can head over to my website at www.justbreatheholistics.com. And you can shoot me an email at amanda@justbreatheholistics.com. But the easiest way is to just go straight to the website. There's a little button there that says order now. You can book a free consultation with me. Anybody who goes on for a free consultation automatically gets a free copy of the book, and then they get an hour of time with me.
Perfect. That sounds great. Y'all go connect with her. There are many channels. Take advantage of that offer as well. It sounds wonderful.
Yes,
So
thank you.
Amanda, thank you so much for joining me today. It has been a pleasure, and thank you everyone at home that is watching and will be watching. And make sure to go check out Amanda Lera's book, If I'm So Zen, Why Is My Hair Falling Out?
Yes, thank you again for having me.
Of course.